Dad, I'm disappointed in you.
Why is that?
Well, there's a whole host of reasons, but today I'm disappointed in you because you didn't get the whole garden planted with sweet corn.
You know, I'm hoping for a second chance on that, but I figured there was another reason. I see a bunch of corn that's been transported out into the yard.
And I've realized that I need to add another rule to my rule about growing corn.
Yeah?
Which is that they must be planted with love.
Right.
They also must be sprayed with love.
Let's take a look at the corn and we'll finally get around to that. This is the second planting of corn here. Now, there's a few stalks right here on the end that look like they didn't get enough nitrogen, but the rest of it in there. I mean, seeing sweet corn this tall, that's pretty amazing. And it's looking really good, got some nice silks on it.
Now let's take a few steps to the right.
Oh, come on, did we have to?
What happened here, Dad?
Well, out here, the coons got to what was probably left of the corn because we were gone all week. Hey, there might still be some in here. What went on here was, I actually talked about it in a prior video. I talked about how I had sprayed it with 2,4-D. I asked my friends at Ohio State about this and they said, yeah, you can spray corn with 2,4-D, but you cannot spray it directly on the swirl, as they call it, when it's growing like that.
Yeah.
So you have to, when they spray it, they use what they call drops. They hang down in between the rows and spray it. You can touch the corn with it, but not the swirls. Well, I sprayed it right over the top, and it did some pretty serious damage to the corn in here.
Look at this. They really got that one good.
Well, I don't think that was 2,4-D. I think that's that coon. He ate every bit of it, didn't he?
Yeah, at least they're eating the whole thing. You know, I can't really be that upset
Yeah, so
if they're eating it.
why don't we get the fence up today? See if we can salvage what's left of this. I see some good corn out there. We're gonna have some corn.
Can we look at this this white bit up on the top of this ear real quick?
Yeah, I wonder, we always call that smut, but I wonder if that's happened because of the 2,4-D as well. It put look at that, it tried to put an ear up on the top.
Wow.
I think it's all confused, see, after I sprayed it.
Yeah.
The 2,4-D spray over the top was not a good plan, but hey, now we all know. Look how much better the other corn looks. Let's talk about it. So we planted this, I believe, on June the 9th or 10th. Today's July 31st. It's almost ready. I mean,
Look at how tall it is.
it's huge tall. It's already soaked, so it's another week or so and it'll be ready. I'm wondering if we have a chance of maybe getting another crop.
I think maybe that's possible, but we got a lot of work to do. We gotta put the fence up. We gotta plant more corn. And while we're at it, we're gonna have a competition for who can tell the corniest joke.
Corniest joke.
Yeah. Why did the farmer get lost in the cornfield?
Why?
It was really a maze.
Okay. I got one.
All right.
Why do you not want to tell a secret in a cornfield?
There's ears everywhere.
That
Good,
was
but predictable. Why did the cornfield get arrested?
I don't know why.
Stalking.
I don't want to get the tiller out. What do you think? Well, let's just plant some more corn right out here.
As long as it's planted with love.
Okay.
Now, Dad, back in my day,
Yeah.
we used to use the Haas wheel hoe or whatever to,
Yeah.
to draw a line in the dirt.
Draw a line.
Whatever. What do you call that when you
Make a row.
make a row?
I didn't teach you anything.
And now it looks like you're gonna make me use a tractor to plant the corn.
That's the plan.
I can never keep up with you.
I'm not
Kids
sure I'm
these days.
Yeah,
Do you need some help?
I may. About too heavy for me.
Gotta use your muscles. You used to tell me to John Wayne things all the time.
Yeah, I'm about to the John Wayne style on this one. This is the single worst part of a quick hitch, is putting it on, taking it off if you ever need to. In this case, I had it off so that we could put the third function kit on, get in here and get some better access. So typically, if all your attachments are quick hitch compatible, you don't have to take it off very often.
May I ask why we're using the orange tractor today?
Well, I have 3 competitors for today. The 1025R has the backhoe on it. The 2038R has Pat's Easy Change hitch, I don't know, thingies.
Okay.
So you don't want bushings for Pat's Easy Change.
Gotcha.
And the planter has bushings on it. So I thought it would be easiest just to use the Kubota with the quick hitch.
All right.
Okay, lower the 3-point hitch. That's the same place on every tractor. It's always on the right side and it's the numbered thing. Okay, now when you pick it up, don't pick up very far, just enough to get it latched. You may have to continue to back in. There you go. Okay, so now you're going to drive up. See these feet on the floor? You'll want to lift it just enough to get those feet off the floor and the planter unit to start raising. Okay, so the feet are up. Keep going up. Keep going up. See, you'll see that now only the bar is moving. Eventually that planter unit will start coming with it. There you go. When it started coming up, that's good. Now drive out. Drive as straight out as you can.
I think the 3-point hitch thing is a little harder on this one.
A little harder to pull, or just more sensitive?
It's hard to move it just a small amount.
Okay.
Because you have to use a lot of arm movement to move it any.
That varies sometimes tractor by tractor, not just model by model.
It probably needs some 2,4-D.
2,4-D or WD-40?
Same thing, right?
Okay, let's go. Give it a little throttle. That's good. Set me down gently.
I don't know if I can do that.
So far, so good. Nice. So I'm going to use my all-time favorite, SV9010 SA.
Does it have any better name than that?
No.
That's it?
That's the worst problem, is that its name is not, doesn't just roll off the tongue, does it?
No, it really doesn't. Do you think that's enough for how much ground we gotta cover?
For winter corn?
The last crop's all Milky Way. What was the first crop?
SV9010 SA. But it had a disadvantage of being 2,4-D'd inappropriately.
I can tell you have memorized this corn genetics name.
Well, it's sweet corn, and sweet corn tastes good. I got to keep my head all about it.
You could say it 5 times fast and
SV9010 SA.
Yeah.
ForTheGrower.com is where we get it, just for next year for you guys. The number 4, thegrower.com. It's expensive stuff. Both of these are Roundup ready. You don't have to use Roundup on them, but
Can
they
you
are.
use anything else?
One of them you can use Liberty. This one, the SV9010 SA, you can use Liberty herbicide, but you may have to have an applicator's license for that.
All right, Dad. Time for another corny joke.
Oh no, what you got?
Why did the ear of corn lose the election?
I don't know.
Somebody found dirt on him.
Oh, great. Where's your flip-flops?
Are you making fun of my shoes? I've upgraded from flip-flops.
This is the closest thing you're doing to farming all summer,
Yeah.
and you have no flip-flops. I'm disappointed. You've lost your whole...
Well, I gotta tell you something, Dad. I would be wearing my flip-flops, except the bottoms of my flip-flops have rocks in them from the driveway, from me walking
Okay, well, why don't we do our first row closer to the other corn?
Well, that was the plan, except then you came up and made fun of my shoes.
It's always Dad's fault. It works relatively easily. When you lower the planter, these are the drive wheels.
Okay.
So it's ground driven. That means you can go essentially whatever speed you want and it's going to work. Now, there's a max, but if it doesn't get as accurate at higher speeds. But you set that wheel down and then it starts spinning. It spins that chain.
Okay.
Which in turn spins this sprocket, which in turn spins this sprocket, which is the hex shaft over there.
Okay.
To drive the planter. And then this is where we adjust the population. Notice all those different sprockets?
So you have it set pretty frequently, right?
Well, I have it set per this chart here. So I'm planting typically on 36-inch rows, and I have it set here, I believe, at 25,700, which would be low for field corn, but for sweet corn, it should give nice big ears that way.
Yeah. So whenever I drive with these back wheels touching the ground, that will make it plant.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And then when you pick those wheels up, it stops planting.
Right.
Now, as far as width, your tractor wheels are a little more than 36-inch, so I would overlap just maybe this much.
Okay.
Think about your rear wheels, not you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you'll have a rear tire track here. Overlap that rear tire just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
All right. And the last thing that we have to do is make sure that the seeds know that we appreciate them.
Do you need to talk to them a little bit?
I do. Hey guys, thanks for all your effort and being willing to wait around on us in the freezer. They were in the freezer, right?
Yeah, they were in the freezer. And I just have one thing to say to them. Hey, it's July 31st. Hurry up.
Don't listen to Dad. Don't feel any extra pressure. Just do what you got to do, all right?
Good grief.
Is this okay?
You can go faster than that if you want. Hey, if you have questions about your tractor or attachments, or perhaps you are interested in helping someone else answer their questions about their tractors and attachments, please head on over to tractoruniverse.com. This new community site is a combination of forums for your questions, as well as some informative articles and classified ads. It's all free, so come on over and check us out. Also, we're planning to be at several trade shows and farm shows this fall and late this summer. Check out our website, tractortimewithtim.com, to get the full list. Hope to see you there. You're getting closer and closer. You're going to run over the row.
Well, Dad, now that I've shown that I am the world's best, straightest, most accurate, best distanced corn planter of all time, I think it's time that you take a turn.
Okay, I can do that.
It looks like it should be really easy to tell where you are, but I've been struggling a little bit. I think it's because somebody refused to take the loader off before we did this. That definitely would have helped. This is way too fast. There's no way that's being planted with love. No way. If you happen to be an ear of corn watching this channel, will you let us know if speed of planting has anything to do with how appreciated you feel as you're being planted? Because, I don't know, I feel like my planting had more love in it, you know? More tender loving care, as they say. A little Speedy over there.
You did 4, I did 4. I think yours will have more corn because you can get more corn in a crooked row.
Do you think that the seeds that you just planted felt the tender loving care with you just speeding on by and not even...
We'll soon see. This will be a good comparison. Let's get on with the fence. Come on, you're windjamming.
Do we trust Dad? I don't know. Oof. I'm gonna stop videoing and hold on. Dad, we still had some room in the garden.
Yeah, I thought there was only need to waste so much seed. It's July 31st. I can't imagine this corn will make it. If we have a late enough frost, it'll make it.
I wonder how many growing degree days it needs.
Okay, that sounds like a good research project for you.
So I can tell you how badly you screwed up your corn by planting it too late?
Right. Right. It's kind of an interesting experiment. I've always wanted to do some late sweet corn. Last week would have been better. The week before was too wet.
Yeah.
But last week we were out of town, so we couldn't do it. Now I wonder if it's too dry. Might not get a good start, but we'll see.
It looks cloudy. I keep
fun.
thinking it's gonna rain.
Yeah, a little rain would be great on our newly planted sweet corn.
Tell you what, Dad, you can get out the what do they call those things? A little bucket where you put water in it and then you hand irrigate.
Yeah, that sounds like a good job for you.
I already gave it to you.
Well, you're the one who wants to make sure that these corn seeds have plenty of love.
And you're the one that planted them without as much love.
So it's up to you to make up for my flaws.
Well, that kind of sounds like what dads always tell their kids. Why can you never entirely trust an ear of corn?
Don't know.
There's only a kernel of truth.
Now this is a job that's got a lot easier. We figured out some ways to make it easier, and so we can put up this fence in just a jiffy. Makes me wonder why I didn't put it up a week ago before I let some of the corn get damaged. Man, it's fun to have a helper.
Okay, so what's the overall strategy here?
4 of these green posts, T-posts, for corner posts.
And then this guy is a middle post.
Yeah, and you just put a bunch of those. So I just want to put a fence around the portion that's the corn. We'll leave that spot out. Who knows, maybe we may want to try out an attachment or something in that little spot of the garden. Curve plunk. How deep do you put them?
3 feet deep.
Everything for you is 3 feet deep. Put them just deep enough that they don't get pulled over by the fence. Not pulled over like
arrested.
Right.
So the kerplunker was first brought to us by neighbor Bob, right?
We borrowed neighbor Bob's kerplunker for years. It's what he called it. So even when we went and bought our own, we had to call it a kerplunker.
Still called the kerplunker.
So I have no idea what it's really called. It's probably called a post driver. It says post driver. That they don't know what they're talking about.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Kerplunker.
Hey Dad, while we're at this, do you
Yeah?
wanna do some fencing?
On that one, I'm gonna stop the camera. How about if you come along here and put these in the black things?
Okay. Have you thought of any more corny jokes, Dad?
No, I've clearly been out-corned.
What do you think? Do you want to put them in the very bottom?
Very bottom.
Very bottom.
We'll make 2 rounds.
I would like the record to show that I was bet off camera that I could not put one of these in the ground myself. And I was indeed bet a Frosty on that. And somebody's got to live up to that now, because I successfully did that.
I'll pay
Also,
the
Dad,
Frosty for that, Katriel, but I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah, well, I would like a re-kerplunk.
Why?
Because you put the thing a different way than the rest of them.
Yeah, well, the lock jaws will allow you to do that.
Yeah,
just put
but
it on
I
the different
figure
side.
it out. I spent like 25 minutes trying.
You spent like 2.5 seconds trying.
Same thing.
The attention span of a 23-year-old. Something like that work?
I mean, I didn't get it to work after like 2.5 hours.
2.5 seconds.
I spent at least 2 minutes trying. I really did.
Well, is that something you're proud of?
Yeah.
That you spent 2 minutes trying and didn't come up with that?
Yeah, I already got my Frosty. This wasn't the bet.
Okay. I tell you what. It's great to work with somebody else.
You're getting strung along, aren't you, Dad? So we got the fence up and all wired and all the things cut.
Ready for your most important job.
No, that's your most important job.
I make the rules.
You used to make the rules.
Well, I wonder if it's got any power. We've left it in the box for a year and it's solar powered, so it doesn't have any.
I did shine a flashlight at it for 5 minutes. Maybe.
Do we see a little flashing light there? I think I saw a hint of one for once. Yeah, I see a little flash once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's got a little power. Time for you to grab it.
Time for you to grab it.
This is my grabber.
The all-important voltage test. Do we have anything?
I don't see anything.
I think you better grab it.
Okay, here goes. You ready?
Ready.
Ooh, it's got something.
I heard that one.
Your turn.
No, I'm okay. Well, Dad, I think this was a job pretty well done.
I do too.
And before we go,
No, one more corny
I've
joke.
got one more corny joke.
Okay.
What will the raccoons say after they see that we've put the electric fence around the corn?
I don't know.
Aw, shucks.
I think they're gonna say ouch.
Oh, whatever.
Hey, hope you guys have enjoyed this. We've had a good time.
We have had a good time.
May not be the most exciting video in the world, but hey, this is just a family getting along and having fun together.
And now I get a Frosty.
Yeah, I'm afraid you do. Oh well, the trick is I get a Frosty too.
I do tend to notice that.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah?
what happened when the ear of corn entered a cooking competition?
No idea.
It got creamed.
Uh,
You need...
I thought it was gonna pop.
Oh. I was saving my popcorn jokes for later.
Oh, I kind of jumped the gun, huh?
Yeah.